Hi everyone, I'm Ellie Waters, and I'm excited to share the brand launch and marketing initiative project with all of you. So, we worked on this project with Curated Studio, and they are a team of creative thinkers and strategic designers redeveloping industry standards through collaborative efforts to bring new perspective through exploration of the interconnectivity of the design build process. So, they're working together with different builders and trying to find the best solution on how you can go from concept to completion. And this is kind of a new method in the industry um, to allow the best collaboration when doing projects. So, the brand launch and marketing initiative is a revitalization of the identity Curated Studio wishes to portray as the business has grown. Curated Studio is a multifaceted company with a plan to expand into a collection of small companies that will work together to create cohesive projects. This is a standalone project that will result in sub-projects for different phases of execution as the company evolves. In the age of social media and consumer content, there is a standard now that brands must follow for the consumer to deem as qualified or legitimate. The main factor being an engaged Instagram, an on-brand web page, and other social platforms where they can vet your company's style and immediately decide if they want to invest their time further. Ensuring what you present on social networks, being it is the first impression most people have with your brand, is vital for the success of the company. So just ensuring what you're presenting represents your company's values, aesthetic, and speaks to the audience that will potentially or could potentially become clients. So with a planned growth strategy, Curated Studio wants to start with the mindset of a diverse company. So when change and additional arms of the business are added, they can quickly adapt and follow the framework that's already been planned for and templated for easy execution. So going through a detailed plan also allows for all aspects of the brand to be redeveloped and refined to match where the company forecasts they will be. This is an ideal strategy to grow into the messaging and platform and not require constant revisions as their current situation evolves. So the brand launch and marketing initiative project has 5 main deliverables. So there's the brand identity, social media, web platform, media content, and visibility. So in the brand identity, that's where we're going to be fleshing out all the details of the logo, the voice and messaging, different templates, and that one's just going to kind of set the standard for what the branding is going to look like and how the company is going to be portrayed visually. And then we go into the social media, which is influenced by the brand identity. So as I mentioned before, it's so important in today's society to have an engaged social media and really that it matches the aesthetic of the rest of the company, because people will come to your company for the aesthetic that they portray, especially with a creative and especially in interior design. When you're working so closely in people's homes, they want to align with your aesthetic so they know that in the end they'll love the home that they'll be living in. So for the social media, we have mostly template creation and different apps to use for scheduling. So it's kind of you load all of the content in and then it schedules out so you're not constantly needing to refocus on that aspect. We have the web platform, which is going to be more of a planning exercise because as new content comes, they'll have a framework that they can fill in the blanks. For media content, this is going to be a photo shoot, creating 3D visuals, filming behind the scenes that they can fill the templates from the social media and web platform with. And then for visibility is going to be the execution strategy on how all of this is going to come together and be launched. So here is just a few examples of some of the templates that were created. So that first one there is a bit about the voice messaging, and then the second one is a letterhead template. At the bottom we have the logo lockup in black. It was also made in white. And then we have those 3 logo marks at the top, and the 3 colors behind them are just some of the brand colors. And then below we have that's going to be the title page for a drawing block. And then we have another snapshot of the primary messaging. So 2 things that we found really helpful and that we added to our lessons learned are the A3 model for the Toyota one page for the progress reports. So having everything together in one cohesive document was extremely helpful when communicating with a lot of external resources. Most of the people working on the project were on a consultation basis, so I could just send these out. Everyone was aware of the progress, and then they didn't need to be actively participating, week to week. They still would get the update. And the other aspect that I really like about these ones is that you can compare and contrast different sections at a glance. So it's just easy to see a quick overview of what's going on. The other thing that I found really helpful was implementing using the hour estimates as well as the cost estimates when creating the budget. So since we do have such a small budget for this project, we wanted something that was a little bit more tangible to be able to monitor progress. So I think using the hours, the effort hours, was a great way to do that because you can still do your EVM calculations and make sure that things are going as planned. So that is the summary of the brand launch and marketing initiative project. So this really is going to be the building blocks to progressively elaborate the brand presence for the firm Curate a Studio. The project's main goal was to develop the standards that can be used across physical and digital platforms, to develop a framework for consistent identity and messaging. Since Curate a Studio is a new firm that doesn't have many templates, that really was the business need, was just getting those standards in place so that they can progressively elaborate on them as they grow. And we are really excited with the way that all of these deliverables have turned out, and I look forward to seeing your presentations. Thanks so much.